Greetings, Culturians, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we have to talk about Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni and just how pitiful Blake's arguments were. Her evidence was awful, and she, in the end, had to settle. So, let's talk about it. Here we go. Now, before we get started, just a real quick reminder, I am trying to get to 50K. 50. You guys can help me out by double checking you're still subscribed. A lot of people have been unsubscribed recently. The numbers have gone down and not up. Normally they go up. You guys can help with that by clicking the button and changing it to subscribe. You can also then hit the thumbs up button for this video. That helps. And hit the notification bell, turning all notifications on so you don't miss anything, whether it be a post, whether it's a video or a live stream. You don't want to miss these beautiful things that I'm doing multiple times a week and sometimes multiple times a day. Let's get into this story. Now, this unfortunately comes from TMZ because they broke exclusively that no money changed hands. This is incredibly embarrassing. In fact, if you're Blake Lively's team, you're happy because you got paid, but you didn't win and you didn't lose. If you're Justin Baldoni's team, you're happy because the lawyers got paid, but they didn't lose. And ultimately, at the end of the day, Baldoni didn't deserve to lose. Neither of these parties deserved to lose, but they both did. Kind of, because they had to pay their lawyers. But let's get into it because this is an interesting story to say the least. So, Blake Lively went in like a lion and when she sued Justin Baldoni, but she went out like a lamb because TMZ has learned she got no money in the settlement. She didn't even get a strong letter of apology. In fact, sources with knowledge tell TMZ there was a lot of behind-the-scenes drama in the Lively camp in the days before the settlement was reached. We're told Blake brought in a new law firm, Sussman Godfrey. The firm is a litigation powerhouse. Among their legal victories was a $425 million ruling against Google, $1.6 billion judgment against Bah Mar Casino and Resort, and a $1.5 billion in an AI copyright settlement. In other words, she thought bringing in the new team would give her the A team and the winning team, but she's still a losing team, guys. It would seem the point of bringing in the firm would be to litigate the case, but the opposite, of course, happened. The settlement statement did not even include an apology from Justin. And that is incredibly telling. The settlement statement was funny because it basically prevents either party from disparaging the other. That's one of the things that I know was in there. The other problem is that this kind of was only a backstop to prevent further lawsuits from Baldoni because he has the evidence that every single claim that this lady made were 100% a lie. Well, or fabricated or exaggerated, let's say that. Allegedly. Things were not going Blake's way, especially after the judge all but gutted the claim she was making against Justin specifically. Anything related to him was gutted. All that was left was the production company and the production itself. She didn't have any good claims there. The winners, as you know, are the lawyers on both sides. They still get paid. They were getting paid all along. They made millions of dollars from the protracted case. They predicted a settlement over there at TMZ. I did as well. So did Ron Coleman. Many of us who were paying attention and saw the wind direction change in real time knew what was actually going on. I think a lot of people understood that. But by predicting a settlement, because Blake and Justin would have been grilled like cheeseburgers on cross-examination, and it could have been the end of both of their careers, but most likely just Blake's. In fact, I would argue Blake's career is already over. They want you to comment on their story. I want you to comment on their story, but I think it's funny because the comments here are amusing. A day ago, Calico7 said, with such powerful new lawyers, Lively would not have settled if she had any semblance of a case. That's a proper assessment. She used false essay misconduct as an emotive smoke and mirror when all that actually happened was she and Reynolds stole the film from Baldoni, or tried to. And that is the bigger part of the story. I think I have said that multiple times along the way. There's a history of this with Ryan Reynolds. It's not one that he wants you to know about. This is really bad news. But anyway, if these are what the general comments were, and believe me, they're similar ones and some that are very incendiary, for lack of a better way of describing it, this case wasn't going to go the right way, according to Blake, her lawyer's team, and any observer from the outside. But I have a question. Does it change your opinion of Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, or Justin Baldoni? Did you see the movie It Ends With Us, which is where we got all of this, and this ending in a settlement, as I said famously on a 6-Minute Daily just a couple days ago? No, I didn't change my opinion about any of them. I knew Blake was evil. This is just new kind of evil. I'm disappointed in Ryan Reynolds, and Justin Baldoni is still the same male feminist he always was. So it didn't change any opinion for me. How about you? Oh, and let me know, did you see It Ends With Us? Did you see the film that was supposedly, calling out toxic relationships, I guess? Did you realize that there were 2 more potential films on the way based on the book series that's written by, the lady that they acquired it from, who was thrilled to have her book being turned into a movie, but she was not thrilled at this disaster, and neither was Sony. Were you aware of Sony internal emails that looked very bad for Blake? I don't know. Let me know answers to those questions and whatever other thoughts you have down in the comments section below. We're going to make this a short one today, but be sure to check out That Garden Place this Saturday. We're dropping a new video. We're going to talk about specifically just applying a simple ground cover crop to your ground to nitrogen fix your soil for future planting. It's a great plan, a great idea, and if you grow row crops, something that you can interplant in a way that you're basically helping every future crop going forward. That's right, planting a simple white clover, Dutch white clover. In fact, you can actually help your soil. And if you weren't here for any of that, just show up at the Garden Place to see that particular video. That Garden Place, my other channel, and I'd really appreciate it. On that note, as I said, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya. Just probably not at any future Baldoni or Blake Lively projects. Yikes.